Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Over here, I read anonymous stories online. So if you like listening to anonymous stories, please do not forget to like, leave a comment, and subscribe for more. Let me share this very sad story with you. Daniel had always believed that hard work would secure a bright future for his family. He spent long hours at the office, providing for his wife, Emily, and their two children, Noah and Lily. He imagined they would understand that one day his sacrifices would be worth it. But time has a cruel way of revealing truths. Emily, feeling lonely and neglected, found comfort in another man's arms. What started as stolen glances turned into whispered conversations, and soon the walls of their home hid a love that no longer belonged to Daniel. The truth hit him like a storm. A text left open, a hurried whisper over the phone, a sudden coldness in Emily's touch. When he confronted her, she didn't deny it. She didn't cry, didn't apologize. Instead, she asked for a divorce. Your father moved on, she told them, her voice laced with false sorrow. He doesn't care about us anymore. Noah and Lily, too young to question, believed her. And so they grew up with anger in their hearts, hating a father who had never left. Meanwhile, Daniel stayed frozen in time. He never moved on. The house once filled with laughter echoed with silence. He never remarried, never sought comfort in another. He only lived for the small stolen moments where he could catch a glimpse of his children from a distance through binoculars. As they played in a park, walked to school, or celebrated birthdays he was never invited to. His love for them was like a fire burning in an empty room, bright, fierce, but unseen. Years passed, his hair grayed, his shoulders slumped, but the longing never faded. He had become a ghost, watching his children live lives he was no longer a part of. Until one day, Noah, now a young man, found an old box in the attic of his mother's house. Inside were letters unopened, addressed to him and Lily. Letters from a father who had never given up. And for the first time, Noah questioned everything. Perhaps in time, the truth would come to light. Perhaps one day, the children he loved so dearly would realize that their father had never left, that he had been there all along, just waiting for them to see him. So somebody said maybe communication was dead or something, but women are so incomprehensible sometimes. Fear women. And the person was like, the OJ should continue the story. And the one writing the story was like, that's the end, Charlie. She destroyed a man and his children and turned their kids against him. This doesn't make sense at all. Like, I mean, she couldn't just push you out of their lives like that. Is that even possible? Children the both of you have, then they will just push you out of their lives like that. Like, ain't no way you can contact them or talk to them. I personally feel like he was not fighting enough, because if you wanted to be there, you should be there. There is no excuse for that. She did not give birth to those children alone. And if it's caught, you have to take care, or wherever you have to take care, for her to allow you be a part of their lives. First off, if from what you are saying, she's the cause of everything, why would she have the audacity to sack you from being their lives, like totally? Like, you're not even allowed to visit, come for their birthday parties. Why did she give them to the children alone? Like, no, wherever you could have taken her to be a part of those children's life, you should have, because now it looks like you lived a very sad and sorrowful life, and you wanted to dearly be a part of their children, and there was nothing stopping you from being there. It's not like you were irresponsible or anything. If anything, she was the one who was the fault of everything. So why do you just fold your arms and relax because she says you can't talk to the children? Take her to wherever you have to take her to. So if you're watching this and you're in a similar problem, or you are facing such predicaments, be it a man or a woman, you should learn from this. He lived very sad, just from a part, like from somewhere, standing there wishing he was in communication with his children. This one, Ankasama, if you don't fight for yourself, nobody will fight for you. So you, instead of standing behind and saying, oh, I feel so sad for myself, I wish just no, take matters into your hands. Take her to wherever you have to take her or him to be a part of those children's lives, because there is no excuse to not be a part. I am a female. I met an SHS girl through my friend. I did a visitation and we met. That day she was doing a home cleanup service and she really was doing it well. I asked if she can come around to do same for me the following day, which she agreed. She came to clean on the agreed day and even helped me in my cooking. During the cooking we had a little chat and I realized she was in St. John's but she has no parents to support. The only way she fends for herself is through the little her boyfriend gives her and the cleaning she's into, which she doesn't do for a lot of people, just my friend, because she doesn't know a lot of people. Trust me, I felt for her because I come from a rich home, but I saw my colleagues in similar situation back in uni and how life was for them. Decided to help her in the little way I can. That day, I gave her 300 Ghana and provisions for her school. I saw how happy she was. From then on, I told her to come around every weekend, clean and get some money. This thing continued for about 2 months. Then she told me she was using YAM and so studies is sometimes difficult. I should help her get any Android phone. She will work for me and I'll deduct the money. I got a used phone for her and she was lucky because my sister had left her old phone at my place after she got an upgrade and the phone was an iPhone X. I just told her I had an old phone of mine. She should use it. When I get her an Android, I will take it back. I saw the joy and pure happiness. That day, she decided to sleep at my place and go to school straight from my place the following morning. 4 days after the phone incident, she called me and the only thing she said was, "Sister, please, I'm bringing the phone back to you." But she sounded like she was crying. Before I could say anything, she hung up on me. I wasn't even home at that moment, but I knew she was going to my place and I was with a friend. So I went back with my friend to meet the girl and she was already at my gate with one guy behind her. I had not even gotten out of the car, but I saw the girl pointing her hands in confirmation to the guy that that's me. When I stepped out of my car, the guy smashed the phone in front of me and started talking that now in the world we are in, people don't do things for free and that I'm giving the girl even what a man can do for himself. Talk more of giving it to the girl. They are in a relationship and they are happy until the girlfriend got into contact with me. Now the girl is changing and in a way living a big life. So the long and short is that he's not getting the attention he used to get from the girl, and so he's warning me I should put a stop to whatever I have with the girl. I asked him if his girlfriend told him she gives me other services aside cleaning and he said he doesn't care. The way he was shouting and screaming, I'm sure if my friend wasn't there he would have ended up beating me. They left and I took the broken phone, called the girl. I met the SHS girl too. She came to my place and I couldn't even talk. Like I was just sitting there crying. It was my friend who did the explanation and the girl was like I should just chill. Moreover, the girl isn't my family member and she suggested we get these cleaning services from a company. At the end of the day, the person comes to clean and go. We won't have to worry about getting to know them. Just save ourselves from any trouble, which made sense. This incident happened last year around March and from there, I'm just there living my life and chilling. Just this December, I went for a funeral in Kumasi. It was more like a trip and a girl's trip. We drove there and guess who I met there? The girl. When she saw me, she started running, thinking I would do something to her like I have the time. Those I went with saw what happened. They asked me if I knew her. Told them what happened. Because she saw me there, she also went to tell some people about the incident. I was at a funeral when one elderly woman asked to have a private conversation with me. My friends joined in and they started talking and apologizing that one of their daughters told them that I've had a good encounter with her, but she was naive, so the relationship didn't end well. She realized early, but she was feeling shy and ashamed to come to me. I told them I have nothing against her, and the next thing the woman will say is, if you have nothing against them, help her go back to Accra and find a job, cause the girl is suffering. Or I should give her money to learn work there in Kumasi. Like, what do you mean? The annoyance wasn't only in me, but the girls I went there with ended trash talking the woman before I even joined in. And from there, she has been sending me messages and calling. I don't reply her messages. I don't respond to the calls. Back then, when I took her in, I was really supporting her in a way that I was giving her 250 Ghana cedis every weekend alongside provisions. Randomly, she will call me for money to pay for dues, which I never denied her. At times, I go to a school and give her fast food. And this is what I get from you and your boyfriend. Honestly, that's very sad. And it was like, I don't know, the boyfriend didn't want good for the girlfriend, and the girlfriend herself was stupidly foolish enough to not even want good for herself, because from everything that was happening, she just met a good person and she was stupid enough not to acknowledge that. And then it was never gonna end well, because look, you are back to square one. You didn't even finish the school or whatever. Like, it's so sad. And then you can even say she had the help and she didn't know how to use it, or she didn't want it. She was in love and the love blinded her eyes, and now she's back to square one, from grass to grace to grass. There is this woman in our house. She's about 50 years old. I sent my son to buy me beef last 2 weeks Friday after school. She stopped my son and asked him to buy her needle from the shop in front of us before he goes to buy my beef. I was in a hurry. I needed to cook quickly because the kids had just returned from school and they were hungry. So I told my son to go and buy the beef so that when he's returning, he buys the woman's needle. I wanted to make it a one-time errand to benefit us both, but the woman insisted my son buys her needle first, adding that it's just here, pointing to the shop. I told her I was in a hurry, so my son should do as I have instructed. The woman took the money from my son and said it was okay, that she didn't need a needle anymore. She started murmuring, but I didn't say anything. Few minutes later, I heard her complaining to someone, so I came out to explain to her that it wasn't like I didn't want him to buy it for her, but I was in a hurry, plus my food was on fire. This woman asked me that who puts food on the fire before they buy beef, and said I can't even cook. I got angry and said it wasn't by force. The boy is my son. I decided where he goes, so she shouldn't worry me. She took offense that I said she didn't have a son. She has 3 children, but they are all girls and are grown-ups. I never even meant it the way she took it. I later tried to explain, but she won't listen. I watched the kids club the next day, Saturday. Later, I realized my son's shirt was missing. We searched but didn't find it. The Monday, my son fell sick and couldn't go to school. As I write to you, we've been admitted at the hospital since Tuesday last week till now. Doctors can't tell what is wrong with my son. I tried to come and beg the woman with my husband, but she said we have called her a witch by coming to beg her, saying we concluded she's responsible for our son's illness. We didn't even say anything about the boy. The moment we came to beg her, she started saying we are insulting her and that I didn't do anything wrong to beg her because I was right to say he was my son. I am frustrated. I don't want to lose my son. I don't know what to do. Please post so that your audience can help me with what to do, I beg. Obviously, me, I feel she's the one, because your son was not ill. Nothing was happening to him until she's very wrong to even behave like that. Like, who authoritates someone else's son in front of her, expecting her to take that? If that's the case, also go and give birth to your son, or call your daughters that are grown enough to run those errands for you, and call them to run the errands for you. Like, the fuck, what do you mean by that? And then because of that, if she's able to go there, you too, you must also take her somewhere so that you go and check what's wrong with your son and get help. Because if you sit down, you close your hands like this, either you pray and you fast, or you find a solution real quick. Because if you sit down, you close your hands like this, and you are like, who help me, your son will die. You can either go to your pastor, pray, do aqua and shred, pray, ask God to help you, because she's not God, and whatever she has that she's doing is nothing once you know what to do and you pray about it. Better still, I'm sure it's not God she went to for that to happen to your son. Also, go wherever you can go to find a solution to your son's illness, because she's not the only one. Okay, and don't sit there and then go beg somebody who isn't even ready to be begged. She's a bad person. Probably why she doesn't even have a son in the first place. If she was good, she wouldn't find offense to this. And even if she found offense to this being an issue, she would just ignore it and be like, I don't blame you, I sent your son, and move on. You don't have to do all of this. She's doing too much, and she would deserve whatever bad thing that will come her way. Should any bad thing happen to your son, leave it to God. It's going to happen to you. But me alone there, I think you should not sit down and fold your arms and wait for anything to happen. Once you know it is her, your intuition is telling you it's her. And once she did not even go to any pastor to do this, because obviously it's not God who did this. She didn't go to God to do this. So you can also follow the same medium and method and go wherever you go to get solution to your son's illness, because she's not God. Okay, and what she has done, when you also follow her suit, she will know that it's not only her that can do. Like what? Who is she? I don't know. Get this reaction because she's just overreacting, making it look some way. If not guilty, cool. Why is it that they came to apologize and you're already feeling you are the one? Of course, you are the one. If something like this has happened and shirt is missing, it's you. But best believe if you pray sincerely and you fast on top, God is going to do what she has. God is going to undo what she has done. She's crazy like the frog. Guys, I've come to the end of today's video. Thank you so very much for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, leave a comment, and see you in my next video.